Good morning everyone, it's the 9th of May 2017 and what you're looking at right now is the view outside of my window. I wouldn't call it a view, but anyway, I'm going downstairs to have some breakfast and then at 9 o'clock we're going on a tour. And here is breakfast for today. A croissant, a boiled egg, some stuff in a bowl, a bread roll and an orange juice. I didn't choose this. This is just brought out to me. I think it's like a set breakfast every morning.
There's the place, those buildings were built for the occasion of 1973 table tennis championship, world table tennis championship. And this bridge here was apparently designed by Mr. Alexander Gustav Eiffel Tower man. So apparently.
I was walking down the street yesterday.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't know, that twisty little bridge there.
Yeah, that's the newest bridge of Sarajevo. The name is something like, don't hurry up to anywhere and you will get everywhere. Don't worry, but just do not hurry. Clean this side street here.
Yeah.
The car with Franz Ferdinand stopped and it happened that one of the assassins was just there in a coffee bar, and then he came out and saw the car, and so his chance, which he used, we of course all believe misused, did wrong, which turned out to be later on a big mistake obviously, and great war. So that's the place. Now this building straight ahead is the town hall I told you about that we will drive around. It was built by the Austro-Hungarians. They wanted to build a really grand building, but all around were just simple houses of the Ottoman times, so they thought it would really look inappropriate, ugly even. And then they thought, you know what, let us maybe try to adapt to the scenery, to the surroundings. So then they have sent one of the architects to Egypt to study Oriental architecture. He came back, designed it, so it looks actually with all those arches, and it reminds of the Orient. Now this is the place you're going to stop and wait.
Okay.
And the cemetery in the central one with a dome, small one, is a grave of a first president of Bosnia and Herzegovina, by the way. And these are the walls that in the past would be surrounding the old town. They were very symbolic, as you can see, nothing magnificent, because Ottomans did not fear of anyone. It was them who actually invaded part of Europe. And that mountain, we can't see the highest peak, but it's 1,629 meters of altitude, direction south, the direction. And it was a cable car down from the old town, going all the way up into this forest up there. And unfortunately it was destroyed during the war, but there are plans to rebuild it. And right there at the edge, right below, in that forest is the bobsledge. So that's where we're going to go now.
Right.
This is what I told you about the graveyards and all that. The white ones are typically Muslim graves. They always do it in in white or light grey. Initially it was limestone, nowadays it's marble. And here you can also, to the left, you can see a small old graveyard dating back to the Ottoman times. And the Ottoman times, by the way, date back from mid-15th century until end of 19th. That is the one that we drove by on the way up. Our trade centers. The right one was heavily damaged during the last war, by the way. And now in the distance, over there, you need to take my word for granted, are the mountains of Igman and Bjelašnica, where we are going to go. Again, as you can see, it was not high at all. The point was not the protection, but rather just to direct those who come into the city to go through the gate. So just that. There, because that was, snipers were right up, and people defending the city would be at the end of these houses, just right below the slope. So that would be just the distance. Practically they could throw a hand grenade down. So they were that close. But that was the reality 25 years ago, so now we can stop here and just be in peace. That is a marketplace, covered marketplace, which was the site of one of those big shellings where 68 people were killed with one shell during the last war. Speaking of that, here this yellow building to the left is another one, and this red spot right in front of us, again 40-something people killed with another one. That's also part of the history, the unfortunate part of the history. Eternal flames. When you walk from the cathedral, from your hotel to the cathedral, and then just turn direction west, you would end up here. Now we're going to the mountain of Trebević. Good thing. So you sit in the small vehicle and go all around. It's really fun. I went there with my friend and her kid.
These are used in the Winter Olympics. What year was the Winter Olympics?
1984.
1984.
February 1984, namely. And by the way, in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the graffiti are done actually by the students of art department of the university.
And you can walk all the way down to the bottom if you want.
Hills, actually it's rain that we are driving into.
Oh yeah.
Do you trust me?
Yes. This is the ski resort of the Winter Olympics we're looking at right now.
The buildings to the left were actually built recently, so They were not there at the time. So
These are the ones in the guest set.
And now to the right you have the skiing slopes coming up. And the peak is right now in this stratus cloud above. So the cloud goes down to some 1800 meters. And the highest peak is 2067 meters of altitude. Yes, the hotel was here for the Winter Olympics in 1984. Took place here. By the way, this is towards the peak of Bjelašnica. There is amphitheater up there in the clouds, and the peak is to the left. And now, as I told you, here the competition in Nordic disciplines, Nordic skiing disciplines, took place in Winter Olympics, and during the winter you have paths for the cross-country skiing done here, prepared for those who want that. Otherwise, the area is really beautiful, really good air is here. And also, this mountain is known for lowest recorded winter temperatures. Literally, and I'm not exaggerating, minus 40. Literally. And the reason for that is the landscape. There are many sinkholes in the forest, like 1-2 meters deep, 10, 20, 30 meters deep, and it is the cold air that gets trapped at the bottom of those sinkholes and then cools down actually all the region. For that reason we have that. This winter was really cold, and we had in the city minus 26.
Wow.
At the outskirts 29. On this mountain I went hiking, snowshoeing namely, with guests, and we stopped for a meal at Mountain Hut. The hut owner in the morning at like 7:15 a.m. checked out the temperature outside. It was 37. So you can imagine maybe 2-3 hours before might have been really 40. To the memory of partisans who fled from the German siege at the beginning of World War II here. It was so cold, apparently it was like 35 or so minus, that the German forces, who surrounded actually partisans of Tito, thought no way anyone will actually be out this night. So they ordered their forces to stay in that night. And the partisans used the opportunity and escaped the siege. They crossed all this mountain and they succeeded, but many actually stayed here, frozen, and many of those who succeeded to stay alive actually lost fingers or even legs because of the cold. But anyway, so that is the monument to those who escaped the siege of Nazis.
Some snow.
To be making a snowball?
Okay.
Yeah, snow. German aircraft just landed, for instance.
So we can go down the...
Yes, we will go down here.
Okay.
That is, to the left is just one of the rooms.
Okay.
No, mind your step. Yeah, watch your steps and mind your head.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that tour. Now, I'm going back to look at something we drove past. Something I think you'll find very interesting and of great historical significance. It was on this corner that Franz Ferdinand was assassinated along with his wife Sophia. This triggered a series of events that led up to World War I. Ferdinand was heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire at the time. So obviously they weren't too happy about his assassination. Anyway, you're looking at a big part of history here. What we're looking at here is a picture of the trial that took place after the assassination. You're now looking at a picture of Ferdinand's funeral and his wife too, I guess. This picture is showing an unveiling of a memorial dedicated to the victims of the assassination. Well, I hope this place is as good as the last recommendation. Once again, I'm having Coca-Cola, and I've ordered some chicken shorba, and then I've got meatballs for the main course. And I'm currently listening to a cover of California Dreaming in Bosnian, which is very interesting. I've just been given some bread, and my soup should be out really soon. Here's my chicken shorba. You can see how hot it is. You can see the steam coming off it, and I've been given a slice of lemon too. So I've just been brought out 10 meatballs and 2 potato balls in a tomato sauce. And that's probably going to do me until breakfast tomorrow. The song's catchy. I'll have to look it up when I get back to my hotel. And I'm heading back to my hotel. I'm going to call it a day once again. So from Sarajevo, God bless, I'll see you tomorrow.